Reincarnation has to be one of the scariest theories to ever exist. There's too many things to be reincarnated as, and a lot of the stuff on this world I wouldn't even want to be reincarnated as. Like, can you imagine being reincarnated as an insect? Like, you get reincarnated as a fly. Don't they live for like 10 days? An insect has to be the worst reincarnation by far. Imagine you just leave your family to go on an adventure, then they just never see you again. I wouldn't want to put nobody through that trauma. They always end up dying. They could have flew in the wrong person's house and then they get swatted down. They could have just been flying over a swamp. They get ate up by a frog, or they just die. I'm assuming of old age. And everybody hates you when you're an insect. You at the very bottom of the food chain. They always get in little bro. Maybe we should give insects more love. Every time they see a roach, they just stomp on them immediately. Give them a chance, bro. What if they just want to be friends? Next time you see a roach or a spider, take it in and take care of them. Not me though. I'ma stomp on them every chance I get. They hate insects so bad, they literally have their own custom way of taking them out. You got spiders or ants, you spray some raid on them, they're dead immediately. You end up seeing a fly, all you gotta do is equip that fly swatter. You could be minding your business, then a random animal just come over and eat you for no reason. Why are anteaters XP farming on ants? This has to be the worst skill-based matchmaking of all time. Like, look at him, is this not smurfing? Come on now. And you also get no good eats. Whenever you get on somebody's food, they either swat you away or they just throw the whole meal away. They force to eat stuff out of the garbage and stuff even worse than that. And don't forget you're extra chopped as an insect. Every insect is straight up hideous when you look at them up close. Like, bro, I'm already chopped. I don't need to be even more chopped. But I can't just hate on being an insect all the way, because they got a lot of perks. If you're a fly, you got 360 vision. Can't nobody hit you from the back. If you're a dragonfly, you can hover in place. And if somebody messes with you that you don't like, you can even hit them with a little venom. Spiders do it all the time. And just look at bees. Nobody really hates bees because they're actually good for the environment. They even help out humans by giving them their sweet sticky stuff. But for the most part, being a bee would be low-key kind of tough. Like, look at drone bees. You get to crack the queen bee all day long. If we ever get reincarnated as a drone bee, yes, I mean me and you, we will be cracking the queen bee all day long. And yes, I know they get kicked out as soon as winter or mating season is over with, but at least we got the crack. But it can always be worse. You can always be reincarnated as somebody that has to stay in the ocean. You gotta live the rest of your life in this dark and scary place. Look how scary that looks. Don't get it wrong, though, ain't no big. Can you imagine being reincarnated as a fish? Everybody makes fun of you for your attention span. You just look stupid all the time. You get eaten up by sharks. People eat you up. Bears eat you up. You're just free food. You're free XP. Now, with that being said, it's way better than being an insect if I gotta be real. Just look at axolotls. They can regenerate any limb. Somebody just come and swipe your arm off real quick, that's all good, I can make another one. They take your tail out, that's all good, I can make another one. You're mating and something happens and your dingling gets cut off, it's all good, I can make another one. Or look at sharks, one of the most feared animals of all time. You get aura off the fact alone that one of your relatives was the megalodon. You even in one of the most famous movies of all time, Sharknado. Like, come on now. Or you can even be a jellyfish, just minding your business, just floating in the ocean. You even get a couple cameos in SpongeBob. Ocean animals just borderline have superpowers. Like, how can an eel make electricity? How are you doing that? I seen a video of an eel taking out a whole alligator. Where are you getting that much power to do that? They just casually regenerating their limbs. Octopuses can camouflage. Jellyfish are basically immortal. Mantis shrimp can literally punch so fast you can't even see the punch. And also, looking at this just makes me sad that I'm a human. Most humans on this world don't even use that one ability that they got. And I guess you can count adrenaline, but I can't tap into it at will. These animals can tap into their power whenever they want. And you can't forget the fact that our regeneration powers are straight bun. Like, who thought of that concept, bro? But being an ocean animal isn't all so happy and jolly either. Can you imagine just minding your business as a lobster? You just chilling with your family. You might take a little nap. Then the next moment you just wake up at some type of restaurant. Then you see a whole boy right beside you tied up. You see him get picked up. You see him get killed right in front of you, and then you see him get eaten up by some creatures that you ain't never seen a day in your life before. But honestly, I'd rather be a lobster than be a pet fish. At least a lobster gets killed on the spot. They don't know what really happens. They're not getting eaten alive. You're just swimming around in the tank for the rest of your life. They might forget to feed you. You got people staring at you when they walk by. You don't get no privacy. They might decorate the inside of your tank a little bit, but it's not the real world. You want to be free in the ocean. You're most likely going to be in somebody's room and you just have to sit there and watch them do their everyday activities. And don't even get me started on the animals that can't even touch the surface at all. So if I get a little bit too close to shore, I have the potential of getting washed up on shore and dying because I can't breathe. But at least in the ocean, you get free will. You can be in the ocean doing whatever you want. What you think that salty stuff is the second the ocean water gets in your mouth? Looking at these last two, a land animal seems much more better. Like, imagine being reincarnated as a lion, the king of the jungle. You're one of the most famous animals of all time. You're the big dog. Grr. I'm sorry, bro. I don't know what's wrong. You get to do whatever you want. You have one of the highest selling movies of all time. Everybody's scared of you. You get all the female lions. You just winning in life, bro. Until you get reincarnated as something like a sloth. This is my top speed. I can't move faster than this. I'd be jealous looking at all the other animals. Look at cheetahs. They can reach top speed of like 80 miles per hour. They were one of my favorite animals for the longest period of time. Until I eventually did my research. I was watching videos, doing school projects on them. I was a cheetah fan, bro. I was a stan, if you will. I'd murder somebody about by the cheetah, until I quickly realized that they got the stamina of somebody in a horror game. Now I will admit, being a cheetah, you low-key get free XP. You can farm all types of animals. Look at the honey badger. How is he this little scaring off people this big? They got a whole gun named after them. And land animals also make me realize that being a human is low-key fun. You would think it's a unique ability that humans can talk. We grinded for it for years. But then you meet parrots and ravens. What you mean they can talk back to us? I thought that was a special ability that only humans had. The best thing you can be reborn as a land animal is probably a cat or a dog. You get free food, you get free baths, free pets, you get free will. I will admit you do have to watch out for a certain group of people, but for the most part, being a dog and a cat is pretty chill. And unfortunately, if you're reincarnated as a land animal, you have the chance of not getting the same love and respect as other animals. Like, look at snakes. They get a bad reputation because the rest of the bunch doesn't know how to act. Just because one snake is venomous doesn't mean all of them are. We need to start learning how to treat snakes with respect. They just want to get nice treatment like every other animal does. So from now on, whenever you see an innocent snake in the wilderness not bothering anybody, take them in as one of your own. Not me though, I'm gonna run the opposite way every time. You also got some people thinking that you're some type of conspiracy theory. Like, why do people think pigeons are government spies? Like, even though they just so happen to be in the right spot at the right time, they're always in New York City. The second you throw bread on the ground, they're there in a heartbeat. And sometimes you might just catch them staring at the ground from time to time like they're rebooting or something. But what's wrong with pigeons just being pigeons? Maybe some pigeons just want to be chilling. Why are cows one of the main things that the UFOs come and pick up? Why it gotta be a cow? They don't do nothing but mind their business. They give us some good milk, even put foods in our belly. You might even have to worry about being caged up as soon as you're reincarnated as a land animal. There are some animals I have never seen in the wilderness before. I have never in my life seen a wild horse in the wilderness before. Not on social media, in real life, nothing. Sometimes I don't even think that they actually exist. You got people capturing pigs when they little babies, raising them up to be straight animals to be slaughtered and murdered. Like, I can't believe y'all do this to animals. They have a family too. You should always treat animals with respect. Not me though, I'm still gonna eat bacon, but I'm just saying. And I know this is a random one, but I wouldn't want to be reincarnated as a giraffe either. Like, they got all that neck for no reason. You can't really defend yourself because if a group of lions or something come and attack you, you're cooked. And I also don't want to be reincarnated as something that needs a group. Y'all know the animals that be traveling in packs like wolves, coyotes, hyenas? Don't reincarnate me as one of those, man. Please, I beg of you. You're literally useless if you get caught lacking by the ops when you're by yourself. I literally seen a video of a man who killed a coyote with his bare hands by himself. Like, is that not a little bit embarrassing? He thought it was all sweet just running up on somebody who's at the top of the food chain. He should have known that this dude was a 99 overall just from looking at him. That coyote never stood a chance, man. If I can't go on an adventure by myself and still be straight, don't reincarnate me as one of them, man. And you can't forget being reincarnated as another human being. Like, yeah, life is good right now, but it may not be this good in my next life. I could be broke, you're already disabled, have an abusive family, and you also can't forget one very special one: being reincarnated into an animal. If I get reincarnated and I'm not Rimuru level strong or something, I might as well just go ahead and give myself game over in that world too. I'm not trying to get reincarnated as no vending machine. Don't reincarnate me as no random bot either, because we all know they don't ever live a regular life. It's always some type of magic fantasy type of world. So if you're gonna reincarnate me into an anime, reincarnate me as their protagonist, just not Subaru. Anybody but Subaru.